Welcome to this video about longevity, and like the note says on the screen, getting old is so last century. We do not need unhealthy aging when we can have long life and vibrant health the whole time. Let's find out how. Hi, I'm Dr. Arlen Cage. I'm a naturopathic physician as well as a researcher in the area of anti-aging and longevity medicine. And today I'm talking to you to introduce my program called the Ancient Immortals Program for Human Potential and Longevity. I have more than 25 years of clinical experience, about the same length of time as a health educator. I've taught at the undergraduate level, the graduate school level. I've taught continuing education for a variety of healthcare providers, including naturopathic doctors, medical doctors, DOs, chiropractors, nurses, and Oriental medical providers. And with all that experience, clinical experience, teaching experience, when I first introduced this program 3 years ago in 2022, it was the best course I'd ever put together, the most well-researched, the most practical, the best package of information that's absolutely vital to upgrading our health. In the intervening 3 years since then, I've done more research, I've had more experience helping patients implement these concepts, and the version of this program I'm launching this year, 2025, is even better than the original was 3 years ago. So I'd like to tell you a little bit more about this program and especially why we need it in our country today. And I invite you to please watch the video to the end and then contact me if you would like to pursue this program. Now, as far as why we need this program, I'm going to start with what I have come to call the ultimate healthcare statistics. This is some data from the last number of years. It's been tracked since, back very early on, comparing what is the average life expectancy in each different country compared to the average cost per capita. How many thousands of dollars are spent per person per year to produce, ultimately, longevity. And back in about 1980, the United States, which was always a little more expensive than the rest of the world's developed countries, we began to diverge radically. We began to get much, much more expensive, and the results we got were worse. You can see that on the graph. All the major developed countries are in those gray lines moving upward. The red line is the United States. This graph was originally published in 2018, just before the so-called pandemic. And so what I've done is I've updated this. So you see 2018, in the 3 years after 2018, up to 2021, the United States had a 25% increase in cost per person and an almost 3-year drop in average life expectancy. The other countries that I'm comparing them to are Switzerland and Japan, which are the countries with the 2 highest average lifespans in the world. So during that first 3 years up to 2021, both Switzerland and Japan had their average lifespans increase during a pandemic. And during that first 3 years after the start of 2018, Japan's costs actually went down. So I just updated this for the data through 2024. Japan's costs went up, but so does their lifespan. Same for Switzerland. The US, thankfully, didn't go up in price, but we didn't go down either. And the lifespan went up by about a year. So we're back up from 76 to 77, but compared to where the rest of the world is, we still have a long ways to go. This is pretty much why we need a program to teach people how to live to meet or exceed the results of the longest lived, healthiest countries in the world. And that's exactly what I do. I teach what I call the longevity lifestyle. The research is actually quite definitive. I have a career in natural healing, martial arts, various scientific fields, as well as researching human consciousness. In addition to those areas, I have very specifically studied the longest lived, healthiest populations from history and what they all have in common. And so this course, basically, I will be presenting a magic formula, if you want to call it that, for the ultimate health and longevity, as best we know it today here in early 2025. So long story short, I go through all the details in this 6-month course, 6 sessions, 1 a month. And here is what I have learned. High quality food and nutrition, and there's a lot of details to go over there. Exercise, both physical and mental. We need to all be studying and practicing with the subtle energies, such as Qigong or Tai Chi or any of the other energy healing systems. We need regular consumption of specific herbal medicines known as tonics. We all need a meaningful occupation. In Okinawa, this is referred to as your ikigai, your unique purpose in life, and combine that with a strong social life. We need to have an active spiritual life. There is a spiritual nature to the universe, and if we try to look at life only as from the standpoint of biochemistry, we're going to be missing the big reason as to what our purpose in life is. We use natural health care first, balanced with modern medicine when needed for what it's good at, and I'll go into all those details. And we need detoxification on a routine basis to counteract the effects of our modern toxic environment. This was known even hundreds of years ago with some of the longest lived people in China, for instance. These will all be explored in detail in this program. So when we look at this in detail, what you're going to learn is that history of what actually has happened validates modern scientific research, and science validates what we've learned from history. Lifestyle and nutritional patterns of the longest lived and healthiest populations all seem perfectly poised to counteract the effects of the modern biological science says are the leading causes of aging. Using the best of modern science, we can take many of the traditional approaches from hundreds or thousands of years ago to even higher, new, more sophisticated levels. In addition, we have new, cleverly designed combinations of supplements, herbs, and medication that can synergistically enhance the anti-aging and longevity-boosting effects of each individual supplement. And to get the best effects of all this knowledge, you have to implement all of the areas that I just mentioned earlier. If you leave something out, you will not get the optimal effects. So that is all presented and explained here in this program. So I'm introducing, I've mentioned lifestyle, I'm introducing what I call the healthy longevity paradigm. Modern medical science is firmly steeped in the chronic painful disease is inevitable and there's nothing you can do about it paradigm. And what I'm telling you is, yes, you can undo that paradigm. The healthy longevity and human potential paradigm is the wave of the future. We have the potential to live long, healthy lives, thriving the whole time. We already know that virtually every disease condition has known proven cures and or known proven methods of prevention, many of which are diet and lifestyle related. And based upon practical experience, actual history of long-lived individuals, the predictions of modern biology, the conclusion of all that is that we should be living between 120 and 150 years right now in good health. And that's without any sort of heroic interventions or fancy new supplements or elixirs. What I'm also going to introduce is that there are, in fact, new fancy elixirs and heroic intervention methods that actually seem to work, and we need more research on them, but some of them you can start implementing right now. And one of the very crucial factors to achieve a long, healthy life is our belief and understanding that we can do so. In other words, we need this new paradigm to become widespread. As I just alluded to, this program consists of 6 courses offered at the rate of 1 a month. Any more frequently, and people tend to get overwhelmed by trying to implement too many things at once. We're creating a new paradigm, we're creating a new habit, and so if you would like to get your optimal health, to prevent disease, fulfill your true potential. That's what this program can do. It'll teach you exactly how to do all of that. So that's the quick overview of this program. I'm Dr. Cage. Here is the information page for my clinic. I'm located in Hamilton, Montana, in the Bitterroot Valley of southwestern Montana. I will be offering this course live here in Hamilton for anyone who's close and wants to visit. It will also be broadcast on Zoom, so you can take this course from anywhere in the world that you have internet. Feel free to pause this video, take a picture of it. My website, email address are there, as is my phone number. Feel free to reach out and call me, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from you.